Oh, it's almost 60 degrees out and it's nice. And time to fix this. So we're gonna take this from this. And there we go. Instant clean. Georgia, you like the weather? It's almost 60. George. Hey, George. Sexy dang. George, you leaning into the wind? It's time for a bath for you. But let's not talk about that now. I christened this evening meat night. Well, I got a piece of cherry that I want to make into some speaker stands. The other sides are like this, and I've been using the sander, but it's not working very well. This side's cupped, so it's got more in the middle here. But I tried out the old hand plane. So I've got 2 units. This one's pretty dialed in. It's not doing well on the outside. So we're gonna try this one. See what we can do. I think I need a scrub plane, is what it's called. Okay, that is, I've never done that before. That's really tiring. So, my blade's dialed in. I mean, I'm getting good shavings. Kind of hard to enhance. These are really thin, full-size shavings. Of course, they're broken up because the wood's not straight. A few dig-in spots, but I gotta still get that out. That is probably a 16th inch down, so that's kind of the challenge, is just keep going. That is tiring. So I've got holes on my bench all the way down here. I need to, well, I'm supposed to have that vise on the end here, but this vise here, and I kind of like having it here, so I haven't quite figured out what I want. I probably need to put that back on the end here. I think there's an even bigger vise around here someplace. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I bought several vices over the years that I haven't mounted. This one I do like. But I need to lock it in and then use the plastic piece down there, the dog. Although I got some big dogs. Where's my big dogs? I got some big dogs. Here's my big dogs. I could use these as well. Maybe I'll just use one of these on the top here. Like I said, there's holes underneath. I could use that. So, but for now, I'm sweating. It's 60 degrees outside, and I'm done. I think I'll just suck that up. It's gonna make some good fire starter, though. Got more down there. Nice. So the goal is to get this about like yay, and then speaker. They're going to be open baffle speaker, meaning there's going to be a front and 2 small sides, but the back and the top are going to be open. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to hold it up, but I really like this cherry, and she's been looking for a project. This is going to look really fucking sharp when it's done. I said the word treat, and this one came running. Do you want some treats, Jack? Some cookies? Yeah? Would you like some treats? This is normal treat location. He's loving on me now. There he goes to town. This is a cat treat. So, Spike's going to town in his treat. Georgia's trying to get to her thing, but she keeps running in this freaking chair. Go. Come on, George. Ah, here we go. Okay. Well, you can't really see, but she's got a treat, and she's going to town. Once again, Jack has made himself known during a conference call. Okay, so they're doing some construction where I work, and I found this piece of 2x6 and these large pieces in the trash. So what I'm going to do with these is I need to put some joist supports in, blocking between the joists in the basement. And this is perfect because I need something a little bit bigger than 6 inches. They're 8 or 10 inch joists. So I can rip this down, and I don't care that there's a few holes and stuff. I can certainly take the screws out, but that's what I got last week. And then I got this LED light, which these are little light panels. It's 24 volts. And this box made out of aluminum. And yeah, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. Worst case, I throw it out because that's where it was. But I like these little light panels. This may come in handy. But the find also last week was this, which is a Sawzall case. I found a bunch of blades inside of it that I had to shake out. That will be helpful because the Sawzall doesn't fit very well in the Milwaukee tool rolling thing at the bottom here. There's just a circular saw and the Sawzall in there, and I can free up a lot of space there. But today's find was kind of interesting. Was in the trash, I found all these wrenches. Now they're all slightly rusty, but a lot of these you can see are Craftsman. There's a 12 meter, a 13 millimeter. I mean, with this wrench and this wrench, you can take apart most Japanese cars. I found a 10 millimeter, which is 17. So they're all covered in snow and whatnot. So I also got this power supply here, which is a 12 volt output. Let this dry out. So yeah, we're gonna clean these up on the old wire wheel. And worst case, I donate them. This box is like brand new. I don't know what they're demoing since the ball's only 3 years old. There's not a lot here. These are all the blades that I got. Free. I had to straighten a couple of them, but it's a pretty thick blade. So yeah. Okay, that was just 5 minutes on the wire wheel. This is a unique wrench right here. We got S and K right here. A couple 3/4, 11 16ths, 2 9/16ths, a half inch, 7 16ths. What is it? 5 16ths, 3/8, and a 15 16. Then we got a 10, a 12, a 13, and a 17. As you can see, they shined up perfectly fine. I did just lubricate them with some WD-40. Let that soak in. These are really unique. I've seen these before. I've never used them before. So definitely worth 5 minutes, 10 minutes of cleaning. I don't know why they threw it out. So tomorrow I'll be back in there looking through the trash some more, because this is like in a bucket full of drywall remnants and like ice and stuff. I mean, this is all still wet from where it sat. I put it in a bag and I just threw it in the trunk and then drove home. So this box will be handy. She's a nice box. So yeah, there you go. So our old coffee maker was acting up. It was about 5 or 6 years old, and the one before that I couldn't get parts for. The circuit board fried, as you remember. I ended up selling that on eBay for $270 just for parts. So we got this one. This one's a refurbished too. What I do like about it is everything comes out of the front. So the water tank is right here. You just fill it up. It's full right now. See the water level on the side. Notice that. And beans just go right on the top. It's got a little heater area. I guess I could put my cup there, warm it up. But one thing I can tell you is these are some dry, solid pucks. That's very impressive. The other one did not do that. Does it make the coffee better? I don't know, but it's really cool. So I'm gonna toss these outside. I haven't made any hot steam milk, but it's easy to use. 2 buttons, bam, go. And you can adjust the amount of coffee, the temperature, the amount of water. It's been so far much simpler and quicker. The Americano is nice because it does 2 shots and then it fills up with water, and you can stop it if it's got too much water, so you can kind of on the fly adjust it. Well, the coffee's really good too. I'm gonna have to try the steamer next, but and this just, after I empty that, this just slides right back in, and then this goes up and down. So it's a little bit noisier than the other one. I'm not sure, but yeah, been very happy with it so far. So we got a cat. Jack? Is that all you're gonna do, Jack? Get your, whatever the heck that is. Come on, cat. Jack. Meow. Attack. Now he's playing coy. Normally he'd attack me. Come on. Oh, did I interrupt you? What you got there, Jackie-O? Want me to get it? finish these first. So my colleague is summoning his Tesla to come hither. So about an hour ago, it's 9 a.m., 8 a.m., 7 a.m., I don't know, it's some a.m. Can't tell the time, there's no clock. The power went out. Probably because of this ice we got last night. It's pretty thick, about a quarter inch. So fortunately I can't get into the truck because it's solid iced. You see a gap there. It's like all the way across here. I sprayed some stuff on here, and you can hear the ice cracking on here as it raised the melting temperature. So the wife's kind of made it clear that she thinks she's just gonna drive out of here. So, which means I gotta clean this up, I guess. So I turned the power off coming from the street, the main box, and got half my circuit going. We're thinking about buying another one of these and powering both legs, but we got heat right now. Started changing oil last night, then it started raining. I don't have a dipstick. I got an electronic gadgety thing that tells me the oil level, but it takes like 10 minutes to do. So I'm gonna guesstimate the oil. It takes about 7 quarts. I put about maybe 5 of those in. I don't know. I'm gonna put 2 more quarts in and then start it up and wait till it tells me. But fortunately I'm up there. Definitely can't lower it to undo that because I'm gonna have no breakage ability once I hit the ice. But yeah, it's the power company guesstimates that they'll have our power back on at 9 a.m. This was funny. I opened the door and I couldn't close it because the window normally lowers down. So I had to clear all the ice off of here and then slowly maneuver the window under there. So I'm gonna get chipping. I think I'm gonna cheat and just turn the engine on and let it circulate and heatilate and meltate. So yeah, I did put some salt. Now why do I have salt? Well, I didn't buy salt. I got it at a garage sale and I have a big container I borrowed from work. But the streets department dumped so much salt last year on the street. I just came back with a shovel and I got about 50 pounds just from cleaning out the street. So it's pretty crappy salt, but it's salt. What are you gonna do? Well, we got in. We just basically hit a groove all the way down here. The seal and pried the door open. But I've been admiring the ice breaking on the tires, but more of this. This is like a Trumpian hair flip full thing here. Not sure how that happened. Trump would be proud. Got a little bit cleared off. Things looking pretty shitty starting. Okay, so we probably went in production today with my Raspberry Pi. So yesterday I got the power supply, which is way overkill. Should be 5 volts. I've got my Modi connected via a $30 USB cable. Can't see shit. Fancy USB cable going on my Pi. So if my Pi got USB out, I got Ethernet in and power. It'll wire up for seconds. Power strips here. So we got the second power strip, and then it's going via these RCA cables in to the receiver. And eventually I'm going to hook the hard drive up from this to that, so I'm not dependent on my computer. I can probably just do that now. We'll do that later. So anyhow, so now I got 3 of these. Yeah, in. Well, okay, so what do we got? So now I've got an iOS app that I can launch. And then this controls the Raspberry Pi over the interwebs. So if I go over here, I go to sources, so I've got my favorites. This is Alison Krauss, Union Station. I'm not sure where these are. These may not be working because I've been screwing around with this. So I can go right to Spotify. I can look at my playlist. I can bring up the Cure Radio. I go down here. So now it's playing this. I know my bit rate, some information about this. I can raise and lower the volume. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. I don't know. No, it doesn't matter. It's not going to work anyhow. So, not only do I have title, no, I don't have title. I'm boycotting title because I'm QA. I got Cubos, which I just started doing. This gives really, really high quality. So let's see, what is this? This is CD quality, or we can go to, this is fairly new. This should be higher quality. That's also 96, so that's better than CD quality. CD quality being 44, 16 bits. There's a new Nora Jones. That's better than CD quality. That's what we would call high res. This is a new album. I haven't heard this before. 79. She's old. As old as me, but she's old. So yeah, this is my solution. Now, I could also stream to it for my cell phone. Not that I needed that. These are the two devices playing. This is in the living room. This is in my room. Then I got a third one that's not showing up there. I don't know why. It's in the basement, probably because I didn't plug it in. Yeah. Then I can also group them, so I can have the kitchen, which does exist, and others playing at the same time. So I'm gonna read some of these magazines and downsize while I listen to this. I'm still on the spare speakers. Took the grills off. I actually noticed the sound difference. The new speakers are coming next week. I gotta build stands for them being 15-inch speakers. So I put everything on top of my Laserdisc because I rarely play that. Sometimes I regret buying that Moran CD player. It's really nice, but I don't use it that much. It's not like I have any CDs. No CDs. It's actually kind of pretty out here. It's a little cold. Icicles. Icicles everywhere. Hope it warms up today. Well, I guess I should be happy at least the village moved it off the street. I'm going to go ahead and cut these little ones and put them over there. Put the sidewalk. That one, however, I think I want. So, yeah. There you go. Okay, that's a bit better. So we got good access here, semi-good access here. I want this piece because I think I can make some interesting things. It's got a burl on it. You know what Ernie Conover says? Never pass up a Conover, Ernie Conover. But this guy, I think we're gonna test our making a straight piece of wood maker happener. So yeah, basically you take a 2x6 and you kind of over there, and they got some guide plates that just guides the old chip maker, and just got makes a flat piece. This has got a crotch in it, so like most of us, there's a crotch, and yeah, it should be a pretty interesting piece. It was the straightest piece. This branch came from there. She was a little rotten, kind of like Jack Cat, just a little bit rotten. And yeah, there we go. So I'm gonna go eat because I'm hungry. Maybe have some warmer up juice, coffee, and come on. Well, my first attempt. Right on there. Okay, so that's the first piece I cut off, and then I flipped this on the other side and did this side. And then that's the remaining side. Yeah, that was a lot of work. I created a lot of sawdust, went through 2 tanks, maybe 3, at least 2.5. But and I lost the screw someplace in there, the set screw that is used to attach the saw. It goes on the other side of that. So yeah, very characterful wood. I mean, you got the branches, and maybe I'll hit this one. I'm not quite sure. It needs a big bandsaw that I don't have. Chainsaw's definitely not the effective way. They make special blades for this. Clearly I don't have that right blade. It's a very thin curve, and it's designed for rip cuts. So, well, but it's done. This piece, yeah, that's gonna be interesting. I want to put that on the lathe. I'm gonna be cutting this for a while. It sounds like even that one's cool. Look at that character. Yeah, I don't think this is ever going to be in the way. She is going to look pretty, whatever I do with it. I'm thinking table, maybe a rough edge. I don't know. I got to slice her in half. Probably use the old-fashioned saw for that. Got a big old-fashioned saw up there. Not sure. Definitely a 2-person job. My bandsaw's not 18 inches. Of course, there's a 2x4 that's attached at the bottom that will come off. But that wasn't easy to move. This weighs at least 200 pounds, it being a hard maple and wet. So yeah, it's gonna have to move someplace else, but we'll figure it out. You listen carefully, you can hear the ice. Here, it's coming.